interview on the rise of domestic violence on women. Domestic violence is a rise at daily basis and has become a vital issue amongst women. What does the Fiji Police Force has to say on violence at the present moment amongst women?
Good morning, Mrs. Swastika. On that issue, it's an unexpected issue that we are facing every day. The amount of domestic violence cases that we receive is on the rise, and it's increasing rapidly. So the Fiji Police Force has issued a directive that there is no drop policy on these cases. Once a case is received, we have to take action there and then, so that there will be no complaint. And we have been looking for solutions in regards to the rise of domestic violence cases.
Thank you. There are many laws implemented to safeguard women in Fiji. How do you enforce the laws on domestic violence?
Well, there has been a totally different act on the Domestic Violence Act that has been implemented, which is that it was implemented in 2009, and it has been directly towards the women and children on domestic violence. So this act, there is no drop policy, like I said earlier. We are taking it seriously. Once domestic violence case is reported, we take action there and then. So there are steps to follow, like taking the victim to hospital, and then from there then we deal with the court proceedings.
What are some of the ways in which you deal with domestic violence cases?
Some of the causes of
ways. How do you tackle?
For domestic violence cases, we have to make sure that the perpetrator or the accused is taken to court. In some cases, the women, they want their husband to be warned. They need counseling. So in some minor cases, there are counseling done in the families, because women, they are helpless, and they don't want their husbands. Sometimes the husband is the only breadwinner in the family. So like they request us to go and talk to them, talk to the children in the children's presence. And but for serious cases, there is no drop policy, and we have to make sure that the perpetrator is taken to court.
When you say no drop policy, that means it's a non-reconcilable offence.
Yeah, it's non-reconcilable.
Could you please highlight us on the monthly reported cases on domestic violence? Just one last month.
Okay, for the last month, domestic violence case that we received was close to 65, and there are different natures of domestic violence cases: abuse in the family, assault, there are sexual abuse cases, and we have been issuing domestic violence restraining order. That is from the court. That is to protect the applicant or the victim. Some they do not report, but they go to court and they get that order. And once that order is received by us police, we have to make sure we serve it on the perpetrator so that they can follow the conditions of that restraining order.
We, as the public, are of the view that domestic violence is an issue that needs to be looked into. Well, of course, needs to be taken. Action needs to be taken. What is your advice to the general public who are the viewers of this video on domestic violence?
Just an advice to the general public that if violence is committed in a home, anywhere you go, you will show that violence is in a home, because everything starts in a home. If you have a good home, you will have a good society, and then you'll have a good nation. But if there is violence committed inside the home, your children will show it in school. The women, they will not be living happily in that environment. So just an advice, if you can control your home, to those men, if you can control your home, then there will not be any violence. And also it's a matter of understanding. Understanding is a very important issue inside the home. Both parties have to understand each other. And solutions lies in the home. In order to control domestic violence, only the key and the solutions is inside the home.
Thank you very much for your time, Madam. That wraps up our video for domestic violence.